Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and in this video, I'm going to cover the top 10, seven stocks, the top 7 stocks that I see value in for this upcoming week. None of these stocks are any stock suggestions. These are just based on my technical analysis. We have 3 rules within our group of TechBot Solutions. You should never invest based on other people's opinion. You should never invest in a pattern that you do not understand, and you should always have a plan when investing. The ideal plan would be somewhat like knowing, where you're going to enter, where you're going to sell, and where you're going to end up cutting losses, and most importantly, how it is and what it is that you see in that specific stock and why it is that you see value in it. So I'm going to cover a series of 7 stocks that I see in good buy territory. So what that means is most of these stocks are a little bit more on the oversold side. They have most likely a consistent pattern showing signs of a potential recovery. I tend to focus on 2 crucial patterns. I've talked about it multiple times. If you guys want to watch a video about my 2 favorite patterns in investing in the stock market, it's an ascending uptrend pattern, so stocks that continuously continue to uptrend, something similar to ADBE, and also horizontal patterns, something that's kind of more parallel, very easy to identify the low points and the high points and stuff like that. I want to give a shout out to all of our traders that are tuning in live right now. It is 12:49 a.m. So I guess it is Tuesday as of right now. I do want to thank you guys again for taking time out of your busy, late night Monday and stuff like that. Hope you guys can get some rest after this video. And let's go ahead and get right to it. So 3:49 right now. So you must be joining us from the East Coast. But let's go ahead and get right to it. I'm going to try to keep it very simple and kind of go from there. So the first one, I'm actually going to go through all of them first. Just for all those that don't want to actually tune on in for the entire video, I 100% understand. Please do your own technical analysis. Please do not trade just based on my opinion. And I hope that I can give you at least or expose you to a stock that you eventually see value in, which then you can later end up making some money on. So real quick, these are the tickers: USLV, WTI, UGAZ, GUS. That's Gush, right? RDFN, CPE, and then ADBE. So I'm going to be breaking them down a little bit more in depth for all those that want to tune in for the rest of the video. If not, thank you guys again for tuning in for this part of the video as of right now. So let's go ahead and go from there. 200 plus is too expensive. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into USLV. So first of all, why is it that I see USLV to be in good buy territory? Well, looking, I'm actually going to close this out. So looking at the previous patterns for USLV, we could see kind of this horizontal pattern. Really, I'm identifying the support here that you can see around $9.50. We've talked about this multiple times before, so I'm not going to dedicate too much time to it. And the resistance at around $10.50. Again, I see this to be in good buy territory. It's showing signs of a potential double bottom at around $9.50. I think that this could be where it could potentially bounce, maybe sell off a little bit more, but eventually, again, this range based on previous patterns tends to be where it normally bounces at. So validating it somewhat as a good buy range doesn't mean that it's going to bounce this time. It just means that it's in good buy territory, which means that I have it on high alert, and I have a series of alerts set up. One for the break when it breaks above 965, and the other one for the break above 980, which is currently a resistance. So just wanted to expose you guys to this specific pattern, and the reason that I see so much value in it is due to the resistance at 1050. Even if I get in late at $9.80 to about 1050, offers about 7% margin of profit, which I find to be very attractive. The next one that I'm going to be talking about is WTI. Obviously, I already talked about this one before. It's an ongoing uptrend. It did sell off. It's at the previous support at around $6.50. And if and only if it continues to hold above $6, do I find this pattern to be relevant. Again, we're going based off of previous patterns. We could see that it's offered a previous resistance, somewhat support at around $6.50. Again, it sold off after it hit its peak at $9 and pretty much $9 altogether. Sold off pretty aggressively, bounced at around the SMA line. Again, three stages in a reversal: the rejection, holding below the EMA, the consolidation as it flatlines, and then breaks above the EMA. That's the confirmation. Hit highs of about 750, sold off again, and again, it's back at the support at around 650. So I'm going to be waiting for a bounce. We have our series of alerts set up. If it bounces, great, we'll get that confirmation. If it doesn't, then again, we can just remove it from our watch list. Overall, the potential that I see value in, even being a little bit conservative to the resistance at $7.50, due to the current price point of where it's at right now at around $6.50. It's about a little bit over 15% potential for profit, which then again I find to be very attractive, and the potential for profit exceeds the potential for loss, which is something that again I find very attractive. So UGAZ, why is it that I find UGAZ to be in the good buy territory? going based off previous patterns, again, it's approaching this SMA indicator that has previously acted as a support. You can see that based on previous patterns, if we look at the 20-day 1-hour analysis, you might be able to see it a little bit better. Overall support based on previous patterns at around $62. Overall resistance right around $68 based on previous patterns. So again, it normally bounces at around this area. It normally peaks out around this area. So again, it bounced here as of today, and it's showing signs of an uptrend pattern. I have my alert set here at the break above 60, what is that, 65.27, I think it might have my alert set up. I meant to set it up at 65.30. If it breaks above that, then again, it broke the resistance, and it could be on its way to make, again, that same resistance, or to make that same high at around $68, which offers about a 4% margin of profit. This could be covered as a day trade, as it normally does cover, these margins all within one day. Again, it's a very consistent pattern. I've traded it multiple times before, and that's why I just wanted to call it out, just because it's in a better buy territory if we get that confirmation and it doesn't continue to sell off. How do you know when something is actively trending up intraday? Again, I've made a video about it. It's called the VWAP indicator, and it's when I see it trading in between the middle and top VWAP indicator. Again, you guys can utilize the Google search, the YouTube search bar, and to search up VWAP indicators, and I do a little breakdown on how it is that I utilize that to get a better understanding for a day trade position. The next one that I wanted to talk about was Gush. Why is it that I see Gush to be, in good buy territory? This one's going to be somewhat iffy, right? But based on previous patterns, we could see this somewhat of a support. It's been really consolidated and holding very well above $35. It is showing signs of a potential close reversal pattern, but the overall resistance at $40, support at around $35. Again, we are going to need to wait for a confirmation. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set my alert for the break above anything above $37. As of right now, it's right around 36. I just want to see an indication that it's going to, continue moving up. And if so, great. And if not, and it continues to sell off, then, all power to it. We never ended up taking a position, so it doesn't really matter, right? So I'm going to set my alerts on both sides. I just see that this is more in the buy territory than the sell territory. So I just wanted to bring it up to your attention. So if it continues to uptrend, then we can set our alerts and then revisit this one to see if this is potentially something that we want to see value in or take a position on later on. The next one is RDFN. Again, support at around $21, resistance at around $24. Very easy to understand the low points and the high points when it's in good buy territory. It just recently broke above the EMA indicator. I think it does have potential for a sell-off, so it might bounce back at around $22. So again, be careful with your entry. Make sure that you don't force it. And then obviously based on previous patterns, the overall resistance at around $24. Overall margin for profit from 22 to 24 should be about that 9 to 10% potential for profit. So something that, also I do find very attractive for a short-term swing trade. So and then the next one is going to be called CPE. This one's a little bit of a slower moving stock. It's been kind of consolidating for quite some time. I have my alert set at around $11. And again, this is why I talked about or put the thumbnail of the top swing trades potentially for the month of July, because some of these might actually take a little bit longer to confirm that uptrend. So I have my alert set at $11. It's kind of in the consolidation phase. So we passed the rejection phase. Now it's in the consolidation phase, but it's really been struggling to make higher highs. So I have my alert set at $11. So if it continues to uptrend, great. I have my alert set there from $11 to $12. We see that about 9 to 10% margin. And again, that's why I do find it very attractive based on previous patterns. It has completed this, and if not only just that, but has exceeded it to much greater highs. So I think that based on previous patterns, being able to cover to that $12 resistance isn't very far-fetched for the specific pattern that CPE has to offer. ADBE, we talked about this one today. We came across it due to one of the members calling it out within our group. Again, ongoing uptrend. Overall SMA indicator tends to identify when it's a good buy, and as we can see, it's sold off. It's in that good buy range. Now we just want to wait for the confirmation. I have my alert set right around that $241 price point. I know that a lot of people that don't have the $241 might not be able to invest in this, but again, it's all about the percentage potential for profit that this stock has to offer. And from 240 to about 250, it offers about a 4% margin. It's not very aggressive. It's Adobe Systems Incorporated, so it's a multi-billion-dollar company. But the thing that I find very attractive is the overall pattern and the ongoing uptrend that ADBE has to offer. And I feel like it can be a very conservative short-term swing trade once we get the confirmation that it's bouncing at the SMA indicator, as it might take some time for it to catch up with the EMA indicator, consolidate, and then confirm that uptrend. So again, don't force your entry. Make sure that ADBE is actively trending up before you even consider taking a position, as it's not one that pushes up very aggressively, but it offers a very consistent growth, right? An ongoing uptrend, which is something that I think a lot of newer traders can see a lot of value focusing on, rather than trying to invest in every low cap stock that is being thrown at them. So these are the 7 different stocks that I wanted to talk about today. And that is really just it. Let me know what you guys think about this breakdown, and we're actually just at 10 minutes. So thanks for taking time to putting this together. Of course, Dosel, thank you again for taking time out of your night and tuning in live. So I want to thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. I do want to apologize for such the late upload. It's been a really busy day. I actually just got back from the gym. And I wanted to make sure that I owed you guys this video, and that somewhat guided you guys in the right direction. So I hope that the series of stocks that I presented today, I can at least somewhat spark some interest, or can at least provide somewhat of information to better guide you guys in the right direction. If there's anything that I can do that you think that can better assist you, please be sure to comment down below. And I would be more than happy to take that into consideration and implementing it into our TechBud Solutions networking group that has a little bit over 100,000 members. Or if you feel like I can implement something to the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, which is our private group, then I would be more than happy to do so. So thank you again for everything that you do. If you guys want to know, my TOS software, how it is that I have it set up, the different indicators that I have set up, again, I share all that information on YouTube and in the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library. Please don't ask those FAQs in this live stream or in the comment section down below. Utilize the YouTube search bar, utilize the Google search bar. You are able people. I want to make sure that you guys are, not people that are just stuck when you guys have a question, that you guys are people that are continuously motivated to figure out the question themselves. And then if you still can't figure it out, then you know that I'm here to assist you. So you guys are more than welcome to join our free TechBud Solutions trading community of over 100,000 members. That's going to be the 3rd link in the description. And then once you guys get accepted into the Facebook group, that's free. Then you guys can join on the top pinned post. There's a private link to our Discord chat, and you have the ability to network with thousands of other traders, and also direct message me every single day if it's something that you actually need assistance with. And I would love to, be a part of your success if that's something that you would like me to be a part of. So for all those that want to watch me trade live, or have watched any of my other videos of me covering a couple $1,000 profit, and actually want the ability to watch me trade live every single day and speak to me every single day, then feel free to click that link down below. It's the 1st link in the description. It's the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library. And if you think that watching me and being a part of our private group would be something that can act as a catalyst for your success, then invest again those 30 seconds. Click that 1st link down below, and I would be more than happy to just network with you, and whatever it is that you would want me to do when it comes down to being a catalyst for your success. So I just made my night work. All right, sounds good. So thank you guys again so much. Hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your Monday night, Tuesday morning, wherever it is that I'm catching you guys. Again, if you guys can give this video a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. If not, I totally understand. But altogether, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And again, as we've noticed, the market has been red as of Monday, and one of the best positions that you can take is not taking one at all. Again, don't force an entry, especially in a very bearish market. Again, just give it time for everything to sell off if you're not seeing anything playing according to plan. And let's make sure that we're very efficient and that we focus on quality trades. Again, be picky with every position that you choose to invest in, because you worked very hard for your money and you want to make sure that it works very hard for you. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. Thank you again.